What up, boyos?
Hello, Boyos.
The Loner Gamecast, where we discuss all things video games. My name is Jake. That is Nick. What's up, Nick? Don't even answer that. This week we're talking about all sorts of different things. We had a Super Mario Anniversary Direct. We had the RTX 30 series shown off. We had, some stuff with the Warner Brothers acquisition, and a bunch of other cool things, or not so cool things. You'll have to find out.
Ooh.
Last week's question, what other PlayStation games do you think will legally make their way to PC in the future? Also, when the hell will the console prices drop? I was really thinking, Nick, that we would get console prices last week. Nope, didn't happen.
Nope, either. And just to put shit on top of it, I hear that they're doing something else. This is a rumor. I'm not so sure if that's actually. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure if this is actually a thing, but I heard somewhere that they're going to be doing another like state of play sort of thing, but it's only going to be for PlayStation VR, and they're not going to say anything about the console.
What?
And I don't know if that's true. I just saw it today in passing. We'll have to see later on this week if that's actually a thing. We didn't include it in this episode because it's not a story right now. I just saw that. It's a rumor, and it's just like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. With all this stuff, I don't actually know if I'm gonna get a PlayStation at this rate.
Yeah, I'll get one. I'm just not sure I'm going to buy it right at
launch. Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to buy one, if is the honest truth, because they're doing like pre-orders to pre-order, and I refuse to do that because I don't know the price.
Right.
And B, I don't know what the system looks like. Well, I know what it looks like, but like I don't know what the internal system looks like.
Yeah, what the software looks like.
Yeah. What is the home screen? What are the settings?
Yeah, the operating system and
there's still questions about backwards compatibility that we don't even fully know yet. It's getting ridiculous, and they need to do something about it.
I feel like they could do an entire state of play that's probably an hour long, just going over everything. But it's kind of late for that.
I think they had every intention to do that. I think that they're stressing out right now because I don't think they're able to develop what they want to develop or manufacture rather. Like I think they're having a hard time manufacturing the parts they need.
Could be. I don't.
Maybe prices have skyrocketed for the internals of this thing because of everything going on, and they're like, oh shit, our $500 console now costs us, $900 to make because of all the parts skyrocketing or something. This is all just conjecture, but I don't know. It's craziness, man. I wish they would just be more transparent about it. Xbox doesn't even care because they're like, we have Game Pass. The Xbox is just an option for you. Where PlayStation, like, this is their thing. This is their flagship. But anyway,
I don't understand what the marketing teams are doing. Like, are they even? They have to have a plan, right? For a multi-million-dollar company to just not have a plan, not go through with whatever it is that they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. There's got to be something that we're just not seeing,
I don't know.
They have people who are like, hey, you said that this would be out. There's a whole bunch of board members that are all like, this is where we make our big money, is on these consoles. The sale of this console, it's going to be a big chunk of money. And like I don't know what's going on. It's just like PlayStation is just like, trust us, and that's it. And we won't show you anything. We won't give you any reason to trust us. But
the glasses are coming off. Okay.
Well, I saw you put them on.
Yeah, I did it just to do this.
And then just to say, okay.
Just to say, the glasses are coming off, okay? I don't think they know what's going on. I think they're like, oh shit, everything's falling apart. The world's in turmoil. Everything, we can't get our parts that we need. We're supposed to launch in November. It's going to hurt our fiscal year, and our stocks are going to drop if we don't launch it in November. And I think they're freaking out, and they're just not being transparent with us. They need to be, because this thing launches in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts. Anyway, what you been playing, Nick?
Well, you know what I've been playing.
I
Just
do.
the basic shit. But we bought Gran Turismo Sport
Did.
because it's on sale for $15. It's like half off. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's nowhere near as fun as Dirt.
Yeah, it's got a weird, like, the sense of speed is just totally missing in that game.
Yeah, I just also don't like the way the cars handle, and I might be in the wrong group. We might be playing in the wrong group because like we've been playing a lot of Formula One, and man, those cars are grippy, but it's just not very fun.
Well, we're just so used to drifting, and that game is just not about drifting at all.
Yeah, not at all. So it's about like taking corners right, or maximizing and riding the designated line that you're supposed to take for maximum speed and braking at the correct point. It's just not that whole lot of fun for me. I only play it with the boys, and I feel like that's the only way that I will ever play it, because I tried to play it the campaign, a couple of campaign stuff, and it's like, wow, I am just bored. I'm just very bored.
I haven't even touched the campaign.
It's a good time with the boys, so that's it. I downloaded Forza Horizon, and I'm really looking forward to jumping into that today.
Get your comprehensive comparison next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Which one is better?
I'll compare Dirt Rally 2. I'll compare GT Sport and Forza Horizon 4.
I will say, I think GT Sport is supposed to be more of a simulation, where Forza Horizon is more arcadey. So
yeah, and I think that's what I kind of want.
And Dirt is sort of that middle ground where it's both arcadey and a simulation. It's kind of a weird game.
Well, the thing I like about Dirt is you just jump into it. It's not difficult to understand. You have all the cars unlocked already. You don't have to purchase any cars, and it's just like,
I like that.
Just jump into it. I want to race, I'm gonna race. Whereas GT, it seems to be like, oh, before you race, you have to watch our tutorials, and there's also like a thing where you can do driving school, and we literally load up a whole new map, so it takes 5 minutes in between each little training course, and the course just is one line, and it's like, okay, break here. It's like it could be presented a little better, but it is a game from 2017, 2018, something like that.
Yeah, it is an older game.
I
will say it's got those modern menus where it's just so convoluted. There's like all this garbage on the front page, and you're just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And I've been playing the new Tony Hawk game that came out. I haven't played much of it, just enough to sort of scratch the surface. But yeah, that game, the front menu, you're just like, what am I looking at? But then
really, Tony Hawk?
Yeah, but then because there's like challenges and then more challenges and then like a store and like all that garbage. But then you just click on the, do the tours, and it's like pick Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 or Pro Skater 2, and it's very simple. I will say the layout of picking between Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and Pro Skater 2 kind of looks like they could add more things in the future.
You think like an underground would pop up, or
Well, I think Pro Skater 3 is a possibility, and maybe Pro Skater 4 in the future as well. I don't think they'll go up to underground, because I believe that is just
a different game.
Easy pickings for them. They could also use this engine that they're using now to make a new Tony Hawk, which they should totally do, because the online play is pretty fun, but I feel like they could really expand on that and have like a really cool online experience with Tony Hawk. And the thing that's really lacking in this Tony Hawk game is the create a character.
Really?
It's just like a very basic, like everyone kind of has the same body type, and then you pick like basic faces. There's not like sliders or anything. So if they added that, where you create a character and it has like a really cool online feature, like the next Tony Hawk Pro Skater game could be really dope if they really implement that shit.
Is it good?
Dude, if you like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 through 4, you're gonna like this game. They did such a good job where they keep it modern, yet they keep it in the past. You know, they keep the nostalgia while also keeping it modern. So like the gameplay is the same, but it looks like fresh, maybe a little too fresh. I will say it maybe loses a little bit of that like classic like blood on the ground, dudes just sort of skating and falling and dying. But it's still really cool, and it feels right and it feels good. It's not super glitchy as far as I've seen. The online, as I said, is lacking, but they've added a bunch of challenges to each of the games, and yeah, there's tons to do. There's tons to unlock. There's no microtransactions yet. But if they do add microtransactions now and they keep everything that's already in the game, you know, just part of the game, I'm fine with that because there's so much there already. So now everything is just an added bonus, and that's how games should do it, I think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Tony Hawk. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I never really was into
suck
Tony
at
Hawk. I was more of a skate guy, so I haven't picked it
Por
up.
qué no los dos, you know?
I don't know. I don't like I like the more again, more simulation based skateboarding stuff where you actually have to like it feels like you're skateboarding rather than I'm gonna do button combos and my guy's gonna do like a 360 no scope kickflip, you know.
It is sort of like a fighting game for sure.
Yeah, so it's
circle does this trick, and
yeah,
it's
I
a little
just never
easier
really
to understand than.
I never really liked the combo system. I like I like just cruising and
bruising.
not just jumping from one thing to another, just trying to keep the combo going. I like just let's see what I can do or if I can land this or kind of stuff.
I like both things. I can fuck with both things. So, but I grew up on Tony Hawk, so especially Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. So like this game for me, 2 and 3 were like my big ones. So like this game is awesome, and I hope they bring 3 in there because 3 has some really awesome maps. And anyway, let's go into what happened over the past week. We had a couple events. The first event I would like to talk about was there was a surprise Super Mario 35th anniversary direct.
It was such a surprise. I didn't even know about it until like after the fact when shit was coming out from it, and I was like, oh, there was a thing that happened. Huh.
Yeah, I was at work and everyone's like, hey, fucking Super Mario Sunshine. And I'm like, what? So let's just break this bad boy down. So they started out with a limited edition Game & Watch. They're bringing the Game & Watch back with just the original Super Mario Bros. On it. Looks cool. I bet it'll be hard to get. It's probably just more of a collector's item than anything else. For sure. I wish it wasn't, because it'd be cool to just like give that to you, like, you know, your kid or whatever. And then they went.
But in saying that kind of shit, like kids nowadays have iPads and whatnot, and they have all these graphics that we never had as kids. When we had to play, N64 or SNES games or stuff like that, And
dude, I see what the kids play though. I see what they play. They're playing Temple Run clones. That's all they play.
Yeah.
Mario is so much more than that, though. It's like it gives the kids something more to do than just fucking Temple Run on the.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a kid anymore, so I can't say if like Temple Run is good enough. But
Temple Run's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it is fun.
I lost you.
Oh, okay.
Or you lost me. Hold on.
I see you. Anyway, they went on and they talked about Super Mario 3D World comes to Switch with new Bowser's Fury content in February 2021. That's cool.
I don't know what that means.
Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah, but what's Bowser's Fury content?
I don't know. I think it's just a
all right.
DLC, man.
Okay.
I think it's just a DLC for 3D World.
All right.
Which is cool. Super Mario 3D World features online play in its Nintendo Switch release, so you can play with your homies or your honeys.
Hey, there you go.
You know, whatever it is. And then Super Mario Bros. 35 brings competitive Tetris 99 style Mario in October 2020.
How does that work? How does that work? Have you seen anything on it?
I just saw the thing. I just saw the direct, and it looks awesome. So basically, it's like Tetris 99, where it starts you off on it probably starts you on random levels, if I'm sure, or maybe it just starts you at the beginning. I don't know, but it seems like as you progress, you start sending different obstacles to the other players, which makes it harder to get past. And then as you die, you lose, and the last one standing is the winner.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like Tetris 99.
It's like Mario Maker, but competitive.
Yeah, sort of, but it's actually made by Nintendo with intention, so that's good.
That is cool.
Yeah, and it's coming free to Switch Online. So just like Tetris 99. So if you want to
hell yeah,
just play that game and you have Switch Online, jump in there. I'm
definitely
super hyped
be doing
about
that. I'm sure.
This next thing was weird. I didn't quite understand why it needed to exist. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit toys let you build a physical track and play it on Switch in October. So it's Mario Kart, and you play it on the TV, and it's Mario Kart, but then it's also real life. They're like little car toys, and they have cameras on them, so it senses where it is in your house, and you set up a track in your house or out, outside or wherever, and then you play it on your TV, and the car goes as you're playing it on TV.
Huh.
I don't understand why. I don't get the novelty of that. I don't quite get it. I mean, it's cool, but it's also why? If I'm playing on TV, why do I don't get it.
The cool thing about it, I think, is it gives you the Honey I Shrunk the Kids effect.
Yeah.
And you're gone again.
And you get to set up the tracks. I guess that's fun. There you are. I don't know what happened.
There I am. Oh, see? We fucking jinxed it. The cool thing about it gives you Honey I Shrunk the Kids effect because, you're your little tiny car driving around in a normal sized world, but because you're small with everything looks big. So that's kind of cool. You get the physical Mario Kart. Did they say anything about you can pick up Peach and Luigi and Mario, or is it just you get Mario and
it looked like different characters.
Okay.
I'm sure you can just slip different characters into the car. Maybe the amiibos. Maybe it's the amiibo.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know.
But then you got that physical sale right there, right? And people love collecting plastic shit, I guess.
Yeah.
You get a little RC car, which is kind of cool. And then it's a whole new game. Kind of wish they just, built a new Mario Kart.
Yeah.
A new Double Dash would have been way better than this. Because
but we're old fucks,
But I don't know about you. Well, I guess I do know about you. You live in an apartment, and where are you gonna have the space to,
I mean, you
drive it around and people have dogs.
I think that's
people have dogs and shit. And it's okay, you got to put the dogs or cats away.
I think that's the fun of it, though, is trying to figure out how to set it up in your house or whatever.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think if you're buying this, you're probably middle-class American, to say the least, or middle-class Japanese person. So, I don't know. It's going to be a niche thing. It's kind of, it reminds me of, Nintendo loves to do these weird things, like the weird cardboard thing that they were doing for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo just loves that weird shit. So the next thing they showed off was Super Mario Bros. 35th pin set is available for finishing anniversary missions until March 2021. I don't know anything about this. It's just pins. They're just pins. So if
You
you
get
like
pins.
if you like to collect pins, I know Nick's kind of into pins.
That's what all those are. All those are.
Yeah. If you're listening to that, he pointed to his pin collection.
Right behind me, yes.
If you like pins, there you go. Go get your pins. Splatoon 2 Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed Splatfest tease for January 2021. That actually excites me because I've been looking for an excuse to boot up Splatoon 2 for a while because
Really?
I miss that game, dude. I love that game so much.
It was such a good game, but you think a Splatfest is really going to do it? Like
I'll jump in.
I feel like Splatfests don't really add anything. It's just kind of like, okay, you're playing the game still, like normal.
Yeah, but it's an
like-
excuse to get back in, and as long because my thing with Splatoon 2 now is like the community's sort of dead in it.
Yeah.
This will bring some people back, and that's really all it is for me. Is I'm just excited for people to come back. I don't know what a Mario Bros. Themed Splatfest looks like. Sounds cool to me. I don't know. I guess we'll be like Team Peach versus Team Mario or whatever. Team Bowser versus Team Mario. So
Yeah.
it's cool. Animal Crossing New Horizons is getting Super Mario Bros. Themed furniture in March. Cool. I'm surprised it wasn't in there already. If you remember in the GameCube version, where you could actually like play the NES games in
I
Animal
don't
Crossing.
remember that, but I think I heard something about that. I didn't really play a whole lot of Animal Crossing on the.
See, I was big into Animal Crossing as a kid.
Mm.
I think that's why this one doesn't do anything for me because I'm like, this is just Animal Crossing. Like I don't know.
It's
I don't
just
know why
the base
people
game of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I don't know why people like they haven't really done anything special. Anyway, God, I need a pop filter, my plosives. Yeah, I don't know. It's Mario furniture, whatever. But then the big announcement was Super Mario All Stars comes to Nintendo Switch Online SNES Collection today. What?
No, that's not the. That's the next. The big news is next.
Oh shit! You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Super Mario All Star comes to Nintendo Switch Online SNES Collection today, so that's kind of cool.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Some journalists we are.
Yeah.
Okay. The big news. Let's just talk about the big news. Fuck you, regular All-Stars. We're going to talk about 3D All-Stars, baby. Super Mario 3D All-Stars brings Sunshine, Galaxy, and Mario 64 to Switch in September 2020, which is this month. So it comes out in like 2 weeks. That's super exciting. The weird thing about it is they're getting rid of it in March. I don't know why.
They're getting rid of the 3D All-Stars.
Yeah, like they're not going to sell it anymore after March.
Because they are going to release a Nintendo 64 thing for the Switch.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think they're just going to piecemeal it out.
Well,
that was my initial thought too, where I'm like, oh, they're going to have 64 in March. But then I thought about it. I'm like, no, they're going to piecemeal it out, and then it's just going to be a digital purchase. This way, people who buy this All-Stars bundle, they're buying like a collectible disc.
I've got the Super Mario All-Stars is a compilation of 4 video games in the Mario series. So Super Mario series. It's Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, Super Mario Bros. 2, and Super Mario Bros. 3. And they're all coming to... so all the Super Mario Bros. Is coming to the SNES. Or it is.
I thought they were already there. That's what's confusing to me.
Yeah,
that's why
I thought they were too.
I don't get it. But yeah, I'm excited to play Sunshine again. And I never really even played Galaxy, so this will be my like excuse to play Galaxy. But I'm wondering about Sunshine, because a big part of Sunshine was that button, right, for Flood. So
The
like
Z
you could,
button.
yeah,
Yeah.
you could control his like flow. um,
Right.
how do you do that with just the static button
I don't
that's
know.
that's on the Switch? I don't know how they make that work. Um,
Um, you know what's weird about the 3D All Stars is none of them are upresed in any sort of way.
yeah.
I saw a couple of things that's like, yeah, they did bump up the graphics for it, and it's like, not really. They just kind of edged out. It has a nicer edge for HD TVs. It's not really
Yeah,
better.
they
They
changed the
didn't.
resolution, but they didn't.
It's not really better. It doesn't like
They're not full remasters.
the really
They're
weird thing
more like
about Nintendo.
emulations.
Yeah, the really weird thing about Nintendo right now is that's all they're doing is just re-releasing the same shit
Hmm.
on the Switch, and it's like, can we get something new, something that
Yeah,
looks cool, or no? Is it just I don't know. I'm not digging this whole re-release stuff. I love that
I don't.
Sunshine, Galaxy, and 64 are all on the Switch this September, but I don't like the fact that
I don't mind it as long as we got original content too. And it
right,
just doesn't seem like we are. Like we got Animal Crossing, and we got, but like the other big game this year was like Link's Awakening, which is like just a remaster. Like when's the
yeah,
last time we got a really big like AAA game from Nintendo?
yeah, I don't know. And like
Animal Crossing, but
they just announced the re-release of Pikmin 3, and it's like that
and
could have
like
been
that's
Pikmin 4. Like it could have
yeah.
been something new. It could, I don't know.
Yeah, because
Um,
you're right. Because at this point, it's like at first I was like, yeah, I want Pikmin 3 on here, but now it is like, no, I just want Pikmin 4. It's been so long now.
yeah, like it's.
Your
I
your
mean,
console's
Pikmin
like
3.
your console's
I
4 years old. Like
I haven't played Pikmin 3 because I think it was only on the Wii U.
it was.
So that's cool still, but also it's old. It's
Mhm.
just mix it up a little bit. Give us a new Mario Kart. We haven't had a new Mario Kart since the Wii U. We haven't
Yeah,
had a new Smash Bros since the Wii U, right? Ultimate came out on the Wii U, right? Or was that something else?
no, that was Smash 5, Smash 4 rather for Wii U. Ultimate was this gen, by the
Oh,
way.
okay. All right. But still, it's just like we've had Smash Bros. We've had Zelda. We had what
I mean,
else came out?
they've had other things, like they've had the Fire Emblem games. We got Pokemon. Like we've
Yeah.
had things for sure, but like it just doesn't seem like enough. And really, what I want from Nintendo is just something original. I really want something original from them. So like
Yeah.
anything, I don't know what I want, but I want something new. I
Yeah.
I want to know what's up with Metroid, and I want to know what's up with that sequel to Breath of the Wild. That
Mm-hmm.
those two things too. But one day, and this year is not the year, I guess. Anyway,
No. Yeah.
we had another event happen last week, which we don't talk about PCs on the show too often, but this felt like too big of a deal not to bring up on the show. Um, we got shown the RTX 30 series. They look insane. The 37, so they showed off the 3070, the 3080, and the 3090. These are graphics cards for PCs. It looks like the 3070 is about as powerful as the 2080, and it's about half the price.
It's
Um,
it's more powerful than the 2080 Super,
right.
which is like the best of the best currently. If you're gonna get the best graphics card for consumers, it's the 2080 Super. Um, and the 3070, the lowest form of this new 30 series, is more powerful than the 2080 Super, and it's half the cost. So it's like that's pretty insane. And then there's
Yeah.
two other steps in front of that. Um,
Yeah, we got the 3080, which is $700, which is still a reasonable price for a really high-end graphics card. And then, of course, the ridiculous 3090, which is $1,500, which they always have to have that. That's for like people who like make video games. So you don't need that.
Yeah, you don't need that. There's a $500 one. That's a really good price for um, just a graphics card, especially since it's better than the 2080 now.
Yeah,
And it's
but I,
like,
I would say you might as well just shell out the extra 200 and get that 3080. That's gonna future proof you for a while,
oh
um,
yeah,
for like
oh
10
yeah,
years, easy. I would just shell that out. I wrote in here, is this Nvidia, trying to steal console gamers? Because this launches in October, and
hmm,
um, and they were right up front and clear, and they're like, here's everything. This comes out next month.
October. Yep.
This is almost a better deal than a console. Obviously, it's a graphics card, and the lowest end graphics card costs as much as what I'm assuming a full PlayStation complete is going to cost. So obviously, you're going to have to spend more money to build a PC with this thing. But if you already have like a shitty PC lying around, let's say, you can pull some of the parts out of there and save you some money. If you got a
Yep.
box, you got yourself a nice power supply in there already. Maybe some of the RAM you can take out of
Maybe,
there.
yeah, maybe you just have like a really old PC that was a gaming PC at one point, and you have like, I don't know, a GeForce 970 in there. And it's a few years old, still runs okay, but it's time for an upgrade. Now is the time for that upgrade. That
Mm-hmm.
3070 um, is looking really nice. This whole 30 series is looking pretty great. And it'll future proof you even longer. I don't think it's gonna steal console gamers unless these consoles don't come out. Because if they don't come out, it might steal me. I might just be like, fuck it, I'm making a PC and I'm just gonna be playing on PC
I
now.
will say, and this is conjecture too, I don't know, but I am going to assume these cards they're gonna be hard to get your hands on at
At
first.
first, probably, yeah.
Yeah, much like the consoles. I think those they're gonna be hard to get your hands on. So, but now's the time to start saving. You can start saving up. That's what I'm doing. I'm saving up to build something next year, and now these 30 series come out. Um, I will say, if you just bought a 20 series, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
seriously.
I am so sorry, but everyone's been saying don't fucking do that because these things are about to come out. But I know everyone's been in quarantine. I know like the amount of people building PCs right now is insane. So
Yeah, even Superman
yeah,
slash
and
Geralt of Rivia, what is his name?
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Yeah, he just built a really sweet PC and he used the 20 series and is like,
Oh,
oh,
but
that poor
that
guy.
oh
That
that
poor
poor
guy.
guy. He's gonna drop to 15 and just pull out the other one,
He
throw it
might.
in. He won't even sell it. He'll just he'll throw his 20 series in the fucking garbage because he's just that rich. Uh,
I don't know. Maybe.
Come on, dude. He's Superman. Uh,
He's Superman, but that's exactly right. He's Superman. And he seems like a good guy.
sure. Maybe
I feel like he'd probably like give it to one of his cousins or
he'd at
something like
least
that,
he'd at least throw it in the recycling bin. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the news.
Oh, that was
In the
good.
news today, we got AT&T is to scrap sale of Warner Bros. Their video game unit. This comes by Nabila Ahmed and Scott Moritz from Bloomberg. I'm sorry if I botched your names there. AT&T Inc. has removed its Warner Bros. Video game business from the list of non-core assets up for sale, deciding it was too valuable to unload during its effort to pay down debt and streamline, according to people familiar with the situation. AT&T began working with Lion Tree Advisors earlier this year to explore potential sale of the business. According to two of the people familiar with matter, Microsoft Corp, Take-Two Interactive Software Inc., and Electronic Arts and Activision Blizzard were among potential suitors for the asset. Those people said AT&T and Take-Two declined to comment. The other companies didn't immediately respond to requests for comment. The decision to abandon the sale, which would be subject to change, came amid a turnover in senior leadership at AT&T. In July, Chief Operating Officer John Stankey, cool name, took over as Chief Executive Officer after Randall Stevenson left the role, remaining chairman. So it looks like Randall Stevenson is still the chairman, but We have a new chief operating officer, John Stanky.
Stanky.
The Stank Master.
He's gonna put the stank on it.
We kind of talked about this the other day, but this is more just like clarification that they're just like not selling the video game side of Warner Bros. Because apparently Warner Bros. Has just been bleeding money.
Which we've talked about so often because, Rocksteady and Batman, all of the WB games stuff is coming out right around the corner in the next couple of years. And it's like, we've talked about this in length where it's, why would you even sell it? You've spent so much time on these games. Why would you sell it right before you make all your money on these games, And
what I'm assuming is Randall Stevenson, the former chief operating officer, he was more of the movie guy, right? And he saw that the Warner Brothers game division was bleeding money because they've been developing these games. So he's like, we need to just get rid of this. Whereas this new guy came in and he's like, dude, video games are huge right now, especially during a pandemic where movies aren't making shit. And we're about to drop like 2 huge games.
Yeah.
And we're going to, and the fact that they showed those games off as prominently as they did the movies at that DC fandom a couple weeks ago says it speaks volumes, I think. Because normally it's like video games are subjugated to like a totally different venue than the movies, where this time it's like they were held in the same regard, I felt.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about it other than, you're probably right though. What's the guy's name? Randall Stevenson. He probably sees that, the money is just running dry, and his company's like, oh shit, what are we doing? Why aren't we making money here? And then this other guy's like, yo, chill out. I'll take over. And
Rocksteady's dropping a game in like 2 years, which is going to make a ton of money, and then
just be cool for 2 years. If that happens, then maybe we can think about selling it. If these drop down and it takes us 6 more years to make another video game, we'll think about selling it, because that's the point where you want to sell a thing, is when there's nothing.
And not to mention the Harry Potter RPG that's about to come out as well.
That too, probably in the next 5 years, I'd say. But
I'm guessing like next year.
You think so?
It's probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
Because what the guys who did Batman Origins, they're releasing a game next year, and then Rocksteady is releasing a game the following year. We still have not heard anything about the Harry Potter game.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like if they announced both,
it could be the year after.
Yeah,
Rocksteady, so then we could have 3 consecutive years of massive games for Warner Brothers.
Yeah. And Cyberpunk 2077 is being published by Warner Bros. And that's going to be fucking huge.
True.
So, they're going to get a dick ton of money from that.
And who knows what else they're working on? They I forget the guys who worked on like Mad Max and stuff, but those guys are constantly doing shit. So, I don't know. I think it's a totally bad move to get rid of that division, because that seems like the only division making money right now for them.
Yeah, if I was
movies aren't doing it.
About to make money for sure, but yeah, if I was like Microsoft or what did you say? Take-Two was also interested.
Take-Two, or
Blizzard. I would, for sure push like, hey, we need to buy this fucking as soon as we can. We need to buy Warner Brothers because they've got some shit in the pipeline, and we can make a lot of money in the next 1 or 2 years.
It wasn't clear if selling the games division meant you were selling the properties too.
That's right. Well, we don't know that. Like we're not.
But
they didn't make that public.
So our next story, this comes from Push Square.
Yeah.
Robert Ramsey at Push Square. Outrage as EA shoves real-world ads into UFC 4 after review period is over. UFC 4, the publisher's latest UFC sim, released in mid-August to solid critic reviews. However, Here we are less than a month later, and EA's decided to shove real-world adverts into the experience. These ads don't just show up at the bottom of menus either. They appear right in the middle of your fights. The game's Reddit community is understandably outraged, and players are starting to make their voices heard on social media as well. It's certainly not a good look for EA, given the company's often controversial history, but only time will tell whether this movement has any effect. Here's hoping that it does.
I have an update for this. It
Yes.
does, and they since have took out the adverts. But
So I didn't know anything about this. What did the adverts look like?
okay, so you know how you'd get into a fight and you do a round,
Mm-hmm.
and the buzzer would go off, and then you guys would go to the corners or whatever for the next round. In between the rounds, where like the ladies are like walking around with the signs, they plaster an entire thing, like kind of like a commercial break. Just hey, buy our products, blah 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 blah,
Holy
and then
shit.
it would go like wipe, like I don't know. It would just be a huge advert, and then it'd be like
shit.
wipe, transition into the fight again, and it's like, what?
What
Like,
made them
this is-
think they could get away with that? Jesus.
Yeah,
I thought it was just like, oh, we got some adverts like in the background or something.
no,
That's
no.
insane.
I'm sure they had that too. I don't know about
I'm fine
that.
with that. Like, especially in like sports games, like you're gonna see that shit. That's fine. But
And I've read a whole bunch about it in the Reddit communities, and people are like, yeah, if you want to throw like a banner in the back for like car dealership or whatever, that's fine, because that is how they advertise in the thing, or have people holding signs like, I just saved a bunch of money by switching to Geico or something like that.
mhm.
That would make sense, but not in a video game. Plaster it in front of your face so
Yeah,
that
'cause
you have to watch
the
it.
experience is supposed to be that you're the fighter, not
Right.
someone watching the fight on TV. Like
Right.
that's dumb. Well, I'm glad to hear that they're clearing that up at least. I always
Yeah.
like those UFC games, so
But it just should have never have happened. It's EA
No.
being EA, and
yeah.
they're just trying to get as much money from shit as possible. I wonder, though, in this case, if the companies who, bought ad space knew about it, and they kind of want their money back now because it's not being shoved in the faces of people. I wonder if it's like if they got
Sure.
thrown under the bus or something.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's
Anyway.
kind of interesting.
Anyway, EA being EA, they suck. Let's move
Yep.
on to Microsoft. Minecraft gets free PSVR update this month.
It's Microsoft and PlayStation.
Yeah,
Just
Microsoft working with PlayStation to bring this game to VR.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm into that. I have Minecraft. I just don't have a VR.
Yeah. I hear there's also another it's rumored that there's like I forget what it's called, but there's another like big update coming to Minecraft. It's a rumor. It's not in the story.
Dude, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is I was watching someone fuck around with the 20 series, just to show off the 20 series back to the Nvidia RTXs. And they were fucking around with the 20 series and like the really high-end 20 series. And the way they tested it out was with Minecraft, because Minecraft now has like a ray tracing mode where it and like the game, like this fucking like 15-year-old game looks fucking beautiful. I know it's not that old, but it's pretty much like that old, right? It's like 12 years,
it's like
right?
that old. Yeah. It's pretty fucking old.
Yeah, it's an old ass game, and this game looks fucking stunning now if you play it on PC, which is
with ray tracing and the lighting effects and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's crazy, dude. Minecraft just sticks around. It's just like the most perfect game besides Tetris.
Well, I hear they're using it for like I hear they're using it to like teach kids also, like in certain classrooms or
yeah, it's like Legos.
Well, not even just that, but like with coding and stuff. I hear
Oh
there's
yeah,
like a coding class within Minecraft or something like that, and it's like this is really odd, or
it's cool
Tech
though.
It. Tech It would be kind of that kind of
Yeah,
situation, I
heck,
feel.
it's a little outdated now, but that's cool though. That's
Yeah,
that's really yeah, dude. Technology, Minecraft. Minecraft gets too much
video
hate.
games.
Minecraft gets too much hate. Minecraft's awesome. I want to play Minecraft again. We should play Minecraft again, Nick. Um,
I'd have to remember my password and all that stuff,
I
but
may have to rebuy it, but that's
oh
fine.
no.
The Witcher 3 is coming to next gen consoles. What? The Witcher 3 is
I'm
coming to
super
next gen
hyped.
generation. This comes from The Witcher on Twitter. A visually and technically enhanced version of the game will be available for purchase for PC and next gen consoles, and as a free update for owners of the game on PC at Xbox One and at PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's cool. I wouldn't expect anything less from them. They are so
I
awesome.
honestly was not expecting this. I figured they'd
Really?
be like, we did The Witcher, we're done with it. It's gonna stay on this generation. So if you want to play The Witcher, go PlayStation 4, Switch, Xbox One. But then this news comes up and it's like, what? And it's free if you already own it. So
And The
if you
Witcher's
don't own
always
it,
like on sale for like $7.
yeah, if you don't own it, buy the whole fucking thing for $10, all of the DLC and whatnot, and then just if you plan on getting a upgraded PC,
That could
Xbox
be your
One or
big next
PlayStation,
gen
yeah,
game.
it's just like I personally am gonna play through it again probably
I'm
because
tempted,
it's
and
my
I don't
favorite
even
game
like.
of all time.
I don't even like that game, but I'm tempted.
Yeah, I will buy it for you if you play it.
Okay,
And
send me the money, bitch.
all right, give me your Venmo, bitch. Um, Yeah, no, I'm super excited for it, and I wasn't expecting like it's it's very CD Project Red to give it out. Just be like, hey, here's a
Yeah,
thing we're doing. Here you go, you can have it. Um,
dude, they are seriously, and I didn't like The Witcher that much, but they are seriously like the best publisher slash developer because they're like, oh, we sold enough, right? Like we made our money back and then some. So we're gonna just like cut the price of this game like in half. Like they did that so early on,
yep,
and then they're like, oh, here's a DLC with like 20, 20 plus extra hours of content. We're gonna sell it for like $8.
yep.
Like like that they're the best. Like
But
they
then,
are the
yeah,
best.
comparing that to like Fortnite or Apex, where you get a skin for a character for $20. It's
Yeah.
like
In all
you get
fairness,
20.
though, in all fairness, Apex free game.
It's a free game. Yeah, I'll give it that. But also, $20. I'm not
Yeah,
going to get into that, but
no, I
it's
get you.
it's
I
just
get what
like
you're saying.
you get 20 plus hours of game for $8, or for double that amount of price, you get a skin to play a free game. It's like two completely separate things, and yeah, CD Projekt Red is just awesome. I also hear that they're not going to raise the video game prices to $70.
Good,
So for next gen stuff. So
good.
another
I
little thing
actually,
there.
I really don't mind if it. I don't mind it if games go up to 70. Like I really don't. I think it's okay.
I don't think I will either, but I don't want anybody to know that. I
True,
would love it if they stayed
true,
at 60.
true.
And
I will say, if we're gonna get on this conversation, why not? We got time. Um, I will say it is shitty because, and I think we've talked about it on the show that people want to raise the prices to 70. And I know this is a total tangent, but like it's shitty because they say it's because game development it costs so much more now. But like you guys make so much more money now because you sell way more copies, like way more copies. And you're like putting in extra features, pre-order bonuses, your fucking DLCs, cosmetics,
ultimate editions.
ultimate editions that add hardly goddamn shit. So those ultimate editions didn't cost you like anything extra to make. You're cutting things out of the game to make ultimate editions and then charging us more. I
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it.
Yeah,
So,
it's stupid as hell because, back in the day, we'll
but
say
like if The Last of
PlayStation.
Us Part 2 was like we're $70, I'd be like, okay, I get it. That's a fully complete game, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Um, if you go back to like PlayStation 2 era and you play Gun or Black or,
Oh,
any of those, I'll just what?
Black, dude. Oh my
Black? Yeah. I mean, just
Bring it back.
those
Bring
are the
it
ones
back.
that I can think of that just like were there and there was nothing else. It was just like you played Gun and that was it. You got Gun.
Yeah, yeah.
You got the whole game and it was what, 40, $50 or whatever. I don't remember how much it was. Um, but yeah, you paid for that game. That's all it was. You got the whole game. You played it. There's nothing else. Nowadays, it's like, oh, and what my point was, you sold so many less copies because not everybody had a PlayStation 2. Not everybody had a Xbox. Not everybody had a GameCube. So
Mhm.
you're selling maybe 500,000 copies of a game. Today, you sell if you do if you're a AAA game and you have enough marketing to show off your game, you're gonna sell more than that. Like honestly, that Marvel game that just came out looks poo poo doo doo. It looks horrible. It does not look good at all. I know for a fact that it sold more than 500,000 copies at $60. And on top of that, they have in-game purchases. They have an Ultimate Edition. They had a pre-order thing where you get to play the beta before anybody else. Like there's so many little things that if you multiply that by the amount of people who are actually buying it, it's exponentially larger
Mhm.
than.
Well, and you could look at the numbers, right? And like, PlayStation 2 did sell more than PlayStation 4, in all fairness. But at the same time, we have PlayStation 4 plus the Xbox is selling crazy good numbers too. Not nearly what PS4 is, but it's selling pretty good. And then PC gaming is higher than ever too. So all of those sales as well. And then there's the Switch, which is selling like hotcakes as well. So if your game's coming to that, then you're selling even more. So yeah, I'm with you. And then the big difference I'd say is a lot of people bought a PS2 because they wanted a DVD player. So how many active players were there with a PlayStation 2?
Yep,
Everyone who owns a PS4 fucking plays that thing. There's maybe
yep,
like a 20% margin that doesn't, where it
yep.
was probably much higher with the PS2. So like
Yeah.
that's the huge difference. Like everyone's a fucking gamer now, dude. My fucking dead grandma is a gamer now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I heard you guys dug her up and set up like a
Yeah.
whole
Yeah, yeah.
TV and PlayStation system for her to
We
play while she.
pre-ordered one of those RTX 30 series for her,
Oh,
actually.
nice, nice, nice.
Yeah. So that was a bit of a tangent. But we're coming up to the end of the show. Let's talk about what there is to look forward to next week. Next week we got the Ubisoft Forward, which is on September 10th, which I think is Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday at 12.
Well, the pre-show starts at 11.
Okay. Well, if you
If
want to
you
check
want
out
to
the
watch, if you want to watch the pre-show, I'll watch the pre-show. If
Nick
it's
doing his
good.
due diligence.
Yeah, if
Um,
it's good, if it's like cringe, I probably will skip it and wait until 12.
so it's
That
at
is
noon on in
Pacific.
California time.
Yeah,
So
Pacific.
what do you think they're going to show? What do you think?
I didn't even remember. I remember that they were gonna do a thing in September. Didn't even remember that. You know, I couldn't
September snuck
remember that
up.
they were actually still doing it. Like I completely forgot until I saw it on here, and I'm like, oh, that's right, that's the thing. So I haven't really had the time to think about it. I would say they're probably gonna say something about the Division 2, some new edition. They're probably gonna have something for Watch Dogs,
Hmm.
at least a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show off a lot more Assassin's Creed, which they need to do because that game looks really bad. And hopefully, maybe we'll see some Skull and Bones. because
Yeah.
we haven't seen Skull and Bones in a while, and I know that got delayed. I don't know if it was canceled, but I know it got delayed, at least.
My guess is the Division is getting like an upgrade for the next gen. And
Okay.
it's like a free upgrade, so you can play it on next gen and it's a free upgrade.
Yeah.
That's my guess. And then also, I think they're going to start the show with Skull and Bones, and then I think this is what I'm hoping. Now, this might be pie in the sky, but stick with me here. I think they're one more thing, because we got to have a one more thing. Although we haven't seen a whole lot of that this year, but maybe their one more thing could be Splinter Cell. Maybe a new Splinter Cell.
That did just Sam Fisher did just come out to Siege,
Splinter Cell?
maybe a little bit of Splinter Cell.
Yeah, and then
But,
and then our typical things. We'll see Assassin's Creed. We'll see Watch Dogs because that comes out next month. We'll see all that shit too.
But also, do you remember during E3 they had this like, it was like a Greek mythology looking where you play as a kid and you're climbing up the mountain and there's monsters. I forget what that game's called. And they didn't show anything on it. They just showed a trailer.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No. I'm sorry.
I'll look it up.
All right.
And you just continue with whatever.
So also what to look forward to, games with gold for September. We're getting The Division, but not The Division 2, which is coming to Xbox One games with gold, which is interesting. And will be followed up by point-and-click adventure game, The Book of the Unwritten Tales 2. I don't know what the hell that is. Third-person shooter, Armed and Dangerous, and puzzle platformer, De Blob 2. I do know about that game. I think it's good.
Is it really called De Blob?
It's called
or is
De
it
Blob.
The Blob?
It's De Blob.
De Blob.
DE Blob 2.
Okay.
Did you find that game?
I did. It's called God and Monsters.
Oh yeah, I know about God and Monsters.
Yeah, it's like No, it comes out this year.
Oh.
So I feel like let's see that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Didn't realize it was coming out so soon. I thought.
So
it was
I think they're giving out The Division this September just because Ubisoft Forward, and they're like, hey, The Division. But it's interesting. It's not The Division 2 because we got The Division 2. Well, no, we didn't. We got The Division 2 for $5.
$5, yeah.
That's right. It's interesting. It's not The Division 2. Dude, I think this says a lot about games with gold. I just like The Book of Unwritten Tales 2 and fucking Armed and Dangerous and De Blob 2. Like, these are the games they're getting. Well, PS Plus games we get this month, we get Street Fighter and PUBG. Like, those are pretty good games. Like, what's going on, Xbox? Like, their games are always shitty, and they should just get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
No, they should not get rid of it. Even if they're shitty games, they're still free games, and you're still paying for them.
Like, most of these games are on Game Pass. Just fucking double down on Game Pass. That's what I'm saying. Like, double down on Game Pass.
Oh yeah. Just
get rid of gold and
get rid of gold and get only Game Pass.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Yeah, Game Pass, no gold. Do it, Xbox. People will love you for it. Anyway, I wrote down some like PlayStation deals here. There's some good PlayStation deals going on. I'm not going to read any of them because Nick is a jerk.
I'm a jerk.
I put these deals in here, and he goes, "Why? Why are these in here?" There's some good deals. Just go on there, check them out.
If you play PlayStation.
For real, Red Dead Redemption 2 Special Edition is $28. That's normally $80. Like, fucking go pick that shit up, dude.
Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Online Edition is $15.
Like, come on, man.
Looking forward to that.
Days Gone is $20. I haven't played that. Pick that shit up. The Fighter Z collection for Dragon Ball is $15. It comes with everyone. Get that shit.
Wipeout Omega collection is half off, $10. Look at that.
Yeah.
Fucking all of the Jackbox games are on sale. I'm looking through them.
John Wick Hex, $6 off, but it's a great game. Fucking pick it up.
Risk of Rain 2, that just came out, and it's $15, half off. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So some of these are pretty good.
Pick that shit up. Anyway.
Oh shit, no way. Need for Speed Heat Deluxe Edition is $28. I might pick that up. I might
dude,
actually pick that up.
you're gonna start your car series soon.
I'm gonna cut my
your race,
yeah. We're gonna
your racing game
I'm
car
gonna do a
series.
racing game. Yeah, racing game a month.
Well, Nick, I'm gonna turn it over to you. What is this week's question?
This week's question. Putting me on the spot here, my guy. Let's see. I want to say something more like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's a good question. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Do
know
you
what I mean?
know what I mean?
I'll write that in here.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's gonna be this week's question. Do you know what I mean?
Here you go. Nah, saying.
Oh, nah, saying. I see. KNA saying.
Nah, saying.
Nah, saying. Yeah. Nah, saying. Yeah, that's the question. Fuck it.
That's the question. Nah,
Do you
saying.
know? Not saying.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what Nick is saying? I
Do
don't.
you?
Typically, I don't.
You usually do though.
I try my best. Anyway, check out the Jake and Corey podcast every Monday. Check this show out every Tuesday. I am doing more movie reviews because more movies are coming out. Did a Tenet review. I have recorded a Mulan review. It will be posted sometime this week. So
you also interviewed Lady A.
Check out my Lady A thing. Also, and this is a callback. I did an interview with William Moranci a few months ago, and I've noticed his stuff is really popping off right now. He's amazing, and you should check that interview out as well. So check that out. Check us out on Twitter. I'm emergency pizza _. Nick is fatal _microwave. And watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/lonercast. It's good times. It's good times had by all. And bye.
Beautiful.